So I know I'm kind of late to the party here. A lot of you have already been using Grammarly. You've talked about it. But in case you're not, and you're even later to the party than I am, I want to encourage you to install Grammarly. Middle school, high school students who are doing a lot of, writing on the Chromebooks on the Macs, I encourage them to do it as well. Because I think it's a great tool. I am loving it. And I'm going to show you a few reasons why. Now, a couple things. I'm using the Grammarly Chrome extension. They do have one you can download and install for like Word and things like that, but you don't need it. You can do the Chrome extension since we do most of our stuff in Google Docs, Gmail, things like that. And so the kids can do it. I checked admin rights in the console. They should be able to search and add it in and install it as well. If I was wrong on that, let me know. So I wouldn't make a big class activity the first time, maybe test case with a kid and then let everyone else know. But Grammarly, great thing. So once they do that, and that's the reason I'm not just pushing it out, they can tie it to their Google account, set some settings, things like that. And they also get some insights with it that I'll show you in a second. So again, it's Chrome extension. So anytime you're in Gmail, Docs, whatever, it starts to pop up. And then as you're typing, my wonderful sentence here, you get some suggestions here. Now, obviously, word usage, spelling suggestions, and this all comes with the free version. I looked at premium. It does have some cool stuff. It's got a cool slide-out menu where you can kind of look at everything at once. It does some extra grammar checks, so you maybe personally or professionally may want to look into getting that premium subscription. But with students, I think the free version is going to be enough because it's going to hit the main things that they're struggling with, some of the word usage, some of the grammar checks, spelling, things like that, okay? And so you get these suggestions here, and then you can choose to use them or ignore them, just like a normal spell checker, grammar checker, things like that. But what I like is it's happening instantaneously. It's animated, and so it's seeing those lines bothers you. And so one of the things that I like is not just that it's going to help kids in the writing process, but I think it's going to force them to slow down and think about their writing, which is one thing that I like. That's what's happened to me, and you may not be surprised by this, but I struggle to slow down. And so it's forcing me to slow down and look at things and think about stuff and then make mental notes. Now, one thing I have noticed, it loves to put hyphens in everything. And there's times where I don't think the word needs a hyphen. And so I have been ignoring those. Some of you may, who teach spelling and things like that, may want to tell me that yes, those hyphens do need to be there, and that's fine. I would love to learn. So some of you that maybe have been using it and know some of the quirks and some of the issues, let me know and I'll pass those along. But again, it's been great. Makes me stop, makes me think. And like I said, whether I'm in Gmail, writing an email, Google Docs and things like that, it's making me think through, making sure it's professional, spelled correctly, grammar correct, all that kind of stuff. So helpful tool professionally, but I think it's a great tool for students because it's going to make them stop and think about things, not just in the writing, which I think they're kind of doing that anyways, but again, if they're sending emails to you, to friends, and just kind of getting them that professional mindset. Now, something else that happens, and I got this today, you get this insights email. Now, granted, this is a big sales pitch, and some of these things aren't that big of a deal. Now, the kids may get excited about some of these rewards and how they're doing better than everybody else or worse or whatever. But one thing I liked was down here. It gives you your top 3 mistakes that you're doing. And so I like this because I know as a writer, I do writing on the side, sell some things. I know from when it comes back from our editor that I make a lot of the same mistakes over and over again. And so it helps me to really think and focus on those so that the next time I write, I do a better job. So that was one thing I liked. And then there are some stories about writers, bloggers, for your kids that may want to go into those fields that might help them. But I really like these top 3 mistakes. I thought that was cool. And this comes in a weekly insights report. So I encourage you, if you're not, use Grammarly. Also, I encourage you, especially middle school and high school, to use it. Elementary, if you've got the kids typing, I know most of your stuff I think is handwritten still. If you do have them typing essays and things like that, let me know, and we can work out a way to get it installed for you as well. Again, I can push it out, but I think having the kids do it's going to be better because they can set up that account and get that insights report. So that's a nutshell of Grammarly. Again, you just install the extension. It's good to go. It's going to start tracking everything. And I think it's a great tool and super helpful. And if you found other helpful things about it, please let me know.